It's cleaver time!
It's also worth keeping in mind you're playing Darks against triple melee core.
Yeah,
that game is really good,
yeah,
and your lineup
Gaimin
uses
Gladiators. Let's see if we get a bit of a closer game. I gotta say, I gotta agree with the panel. Right, EG's lineup this time round, it looks easier to play, or at least in terms of there's going to be more ways to get out of a bad start this time round.
They have good team fight as well too if they do end up having like decent lanes and stuff like that. As with this Darkseer, with this Nyx, being able to enable each other, and then the potential of just getting these like glimpse and constant plays with the Bloodseeker. It looks better, and I mean it has to be better than last game. Last game was over at the 10-minute mark. So Chris, let's see what type of game he has this time around. Also, he's a Lesh versus Ricky. The matchup should be much better for him this time around in comparison to how it was for
let's see. Let's have a look. See how that mid matchup does go down, because Quinn last game, he was on fire.
He took over the whole game.
He really did. And, you know, once again, on a Ricky, it is a similar hero. If he does end up having another good time in that mid lane, this hero can get pretty ridiculous. I mean, as was said by the panel, it did get some nerfs last night, right? But would you say it's still going to be something we've got to watch out for?
Yeah, I mean, it got what? The shard change, and then like a couple other small little number changes like that, if I'm not mistaken. Shard change, and I think the W got nerfed a little bit. Well, changed. Level 1 is actually stronger than it was last time, but then overall level 6 is now different. And you can't backstab Tormentors, which, I mean, last game there wasn't even a Torment.
I mean, I didn't even know you could backstab Tormentors. They don't have a back.
I mean, apparently they did.
So yeah, good to see that taken out.
Yeah. Let's see how Matthew and Wisper are able to do. I think this is going to be the lane for me to watch, is how this Nyx and this Darkseer is going to be able to handle the IO, because I think IO is actually just one of those insane heroes similar to the style of Chen, where your global threat is constant. You can use relocate to set up for these wisdom runes constantly, and then you also just thrive off of the healing lotuses. IO with healing lotuses, like it's unbelievable amount of sustain and heal that it can provide. The other thing is, can people handle Ace's Doom?
I mean, that's the
I've been hearing
this guy on his Doom. He just wins every game.
Yeah. It has just
feels like
this hero just has the most innate buildup of items. You go Vanguard, and Arcane Boots, Midas, disassemble your Vanguard, Octarine, blah, blah, blah. It's super strong. And yeah, let's see if EG can handle it.
Sure. I mean, in terms of the draft as well, do you think we'll see similar teams do this against Gaimin Gladiators? You know, you're going against Gaimin Gladiators, it's the Chen, it's the Ench, it's the IO. Which one would you let Gaimin Gladiators do?
I don't know.
Would it be the IO? Which two of those three would you ban?
Honestly, maybe... I probably would. I mean, who knows? I would probably think like giving Ench, but that sounds miserable as well too. I don't know.
It's so tough, right?
IO and Chen to me feel like some of the most broken heroes.
Okay.
There's just the global threat, the auras that they can buy, the healing that they can provide with the healing lotuses. It's overwhelming sometimes. So who knows? Yeah, who knows?
We'll see. I'm sure we'll get it figured out by sort of teams after a few matchups against Gaimin Gladiators. Which one is, sort of the least deadly poison to let through that lineup.
And let's see how much Matthew can do, because he's actually been, even before these ridiculous Nyx buffs that this hero has gotten, he was one of the few players that actually played it. So I'm looking forward to see what he's going to be able to make happen with it.
What do we reckon about this bottom lane then, Pakaz on the Bloodseeker? Should he be able to sort of farm and sustain against the Doom, or is it still going to get rather tough for him?
Honestly, Ace and Tofu are just special players with the way they play the lane. I think he should be able to farm, but that being said, you know, Ace and Tofu are just way too damn good at laning. Overall, though, the game for the Bloodseeker, it does look pretty good.
Oh, good setup here. Very nicely done there. Glimpse into the blood bright. That'll secure Pakaz's first blood.
Good stuff.
Excellent stuff there from the two of them.
Overall, for the Bloodseeker, it does look like a good game for him. I'm curious to see what build he does go down as well, because I've seen some pretty wonky stuff in some pubs. I've seen some Aghanims builds that people are trying.
I mean, the Axe is pretty crazy, right? It makes you pretty unkillable.
It does.
We'll see if that is indeed going to be part of the build-up, and if so, when it does come.
And overall, his game matchup, as they said from the panel, you know, versus the Slark and everything throughout the game, it can be very nice. And he can itemize in order to deal with something like Doom as well, too, the Shard and all these kind of things. So yeah, really curious to see what Pakaz is going to go. Early levels, definitely very important for him to get these type of kills onto Ace, because as soon as the Vanguard comes out, you're not gonna push this Doom out of lane. Very good that they get that early kill onto him. And yeah, I want to see him keep hitting him, keep clicking him.
Yeah, I mean, if they keep Ace slow, force him back, then they're gonna have those opportunities to set up again for that glimpse blood bright attempt as they were successful with before.
Yeah, and looking at mid, as we were saying, Chris, this is a good matchup, an excellent matchup for the Leshrac versus the Ricky. just going to be able to constantly spam him down. And being melee, you know, you do get hit from sometimes. Nacho, damage. Setting up at the heels also. Big stun.
Oh, very nice there. The two-man stun in the vacuum. They're going to get both kills out of this.
Sure will.
Oh. Has he got anywhere to go?
He's burning.
He hasn't.
Nicely done.
That's what you want to see from the Nyx Darkseer. The wombo combo here early on in the lane.
It's a ton of damage, and the impale being instant now, the damage doesn't come, of course, when it lands. It comes immediately. It actually makes a difference versus these type of healing heroes. Excellent start this time around for EG. Good.
The lane's looking good. Top lane. Dracho try and get back in onto Matthew, but the Fairy Fire's there. Matthew's perfectly fine.
Wait, what the? Matthew's got double wind lace. Wait, what the heck? Whatever.
Is it worth your
I mean, he's going to buy Tranquil Boots, I guess, eventually, but he's starting out with double wind lace.
Okay.
Okay, well, whatever. It happens.
Well, all right, yeah. Bottom lane, Panda. I mean, he's going to set up for Pakaz to clean up Tofu, so not really the end of the world that Panda goes down there. It's more money, more XP here for the Bloodseeker. Pakaz having a hot start.
Very good lane so far. All three going excellent.
It's looking so much better than game one. It's just, a relief for everyone. I think, we're not going to have another game one situation of an 18-minute beatdown.
Thank God. I don't think any of us want to see that. We want to see and learn from this patch.
Absolutely. We had some crazy durations to the games towards the end of Dream League. Very much high hopes that we get some more insane stuff happening here. Go top again here. Duracho, he's already used the Dark Packs. The big stun into the combo. Duracho, he's getting healed up by Celery. Wisper not going to look to dive the tower. Hasn't got quite enough damage this time around to get through the sustain here between Celery and Duracho. But it's close again. Duracho's got to be careful when he goes in with those Dark Packs. As soon as it comes to an end, they're ready to go with the stun into the vacuum and the Iron Shells.
And it's important to get this type of start for Wisper also because he's got Arcane Boots, so they can constantly go for these type of plays on Matthew. Okay, he'll be all right. Stepped up a bit far.
He might be able to chase down Tofu. Glimpse is ready. You get the Glimpse back. Pakaz, a couple more hits.
Got him.
Going to be more here for the Safe Flame Bloodseeker. Pakaz just continuing to roll in the kills.
He's going to have Javelin. Actually already finished up Phase Javelin. That could be enough to be able to push even this Doom, get some Doom kills. Even though he's got Vanguard, you're going to have damage to be able to go through it as well, too. Yeah, excellent stuff. 2K lead.
It really is, yeah. Across the lanes
nice.
here. I mean, always good to see from a team that gets knocked down hard in a game one. Coming back in the game two and being able to really sort of go in with all guns blazing.
Ace should be fine here. Until the Javelin comes out, he should be able to have a free time. Top rune, it will spawn. It's a shield rune. Quinn, gotta be able to claim that. We see Quinn, he does go down the Ring of Health, but I think it's just a casual Ring of Health, just so we can sustain the lane phase. And turning for Celery.
Now backup's here.
He's got Matthew.
Matthew's going to be able to help Chris out as he's away and he's safe.
Rotation we see constantly from the side of Gaimin Gladiators. Both supports showing up to the mid lane very early. Wisper, he catches him.
Pounce. He's going to be able to run Duracho down a bit with a surge. Duracho.
Vacuum.
He's going to be dead and without a TP. He's going to try and deny to the neutrals and will at least manage to do so. But still definitely a bit of an issue for the other game. Duracho there, knocked out for 25 seconds and won't have the TP at the ready to get back out onto this big old map.
This is a tremendous start, really, for Wisper. He's got great heroes to be able to use the Ion Shell on. He's playing versus that triple melee choruses already, too. And yeah, they're set up now to get the Wisdom Runes. We see Panda, he's actually playing here already. He's going to be able to glimpse Tofu away. They're going to get both this time around.
All right, EG.
Beautiful. Level 6 already also on Pakaz. I believe he took the Healing Lotus. Yeah, now he can just hit Ace. He actually can contest this Doom very nicely on the Bloodseeker.
Tofu able to stop Panda from being able to TP out back to the safety of the bottom lane.
And we see Duracho having to walk all the way back from base.
It's a long walk and it's a slow start. And you see it here from Duracho. I mean, both him and Quinn. It's not been a start to a game where they're getting a lot of money. They're the lowest right now out of the cores.
And they might even be able to get Duracho.
Steve Celery help out, or at least tried to. He's in with a tether.
Level 3 Ion Shell.
I mean, it's like once again, they are just completely crushing this top lane, Matthew and Wisper. It's a nightmare for Duracho.
I mean, Celery might just die as well. He's got a tether. Can he get far away?
They're going to look to punish Chris. He's got the Fairy Fire. And in fact, Quinn, he's scared of going in and finish off this kill. So Chris, he's out. Pakaz, he's coming in for a cleanup. He's going to be able to take out Tofu. Meanwhile, Wisper also ended up killing off Celery. As him and Matthew continue to go. Yeah, Chris gets out. He's able to TP away. It's 8-1. It's a 3K lead. This really couldn't be going any better for EG.
It really couldn't be. Pakaz has Maelstrom. They got to, I mean, they're playing this excellent. 8 minutes phase Maelstrom on the Bloodseeker. The supports are rotating. They're maximizing nicely. Panda's taking the mid lane. And top, I mean, explosive for Wisper, I believe. Is that his, I think that's his mech. Yeah, mech is done.
It's just going to be tough as well. You've got a Slark and a Ricky that both need to recover somehow.
Gaming's going to need time, and it's not being given. EG's going fast.
I mean, Celery's TP'd in. They've got the vacuum. We'll see Quinn look to help out.
The damage.
So he can at least take down the dance over the mech. It's in, and Wisper's able to heal. Chris has turned up. He's got the stun landed onto Quinn. It's a failed rotation there from Gaimin Gladiators.
Oh, and they're dominating everything right now.
They really are.
They have so much damage. Matthew, he's level 6. Duracho might just die.
If he gets the Vendetta hit into a stun, Duracho's dead.
He's gone. Not even needed
the Vendetta alone.
Oh my God.
Well, I mean, there we have it. You know, this, and as I say, you know, the questions were definitely going to be asked after that game one of, you know, whether EG could stand toe-to-toe with Gaimin Gladiators after all the Gaimin Gladiators' success coming into this tournament. This game, too, it's showing they absolutely can. Game one was just a bit of a blip on the radar. You know, they've turned up here, and Gaimin Gladiators, they're in trouble.
EG just needed a warm-up. Smashing the 3 lanes right now. Doom, Ace, I mean, he's still having good farm, but in comparison to everybody else,
I mean, that is the thing. Ace, he's definitely carried Gaimin Gladiators through some rough starts before when he's on his Doom. But this is probably going to be one of the rough ones we've seen that Gaimin Gladiators have had to deal with in quite a while.
And they have overwhelming damage is the one thing, though, from EG. Like, they can even go set up onto this Doom now, potentially, with Wisper, with Matthew, and with Chris. They have so much spell damage to bring down this Doom.
Sure. Well, you feel that they can kill any hero, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's level 4 Ion Shell at 9 minutes in the game.
It's difficult for Quinn to make moves. You know, he's having to walk around the map just with a ring of a health and an unfinished Dreads here 10 minutes in.
They need time. And here's Matthew.
See if they got the damage, these two. Oh, they certainly do. The 3 of them are there. In the mid. Panda.
No, come away. Matthew's already hunting, though. He's still Ion Shelled with Vendetta. Celery, he just used Tether.
I mean, look at this damage. Vendetta into the stun. He's out. They even dropped the wall. I mean, we'll see if they can go for anything more. Quinn's under the tower, so a bit tricky to chase. But yeah, this Darkseer Nyx, I mean, you said it yourself, Rob, even sort of previous patches and such, this was something, at least with the Nyx Assassin, that the beat that EG liked to play. And now in this patch, with the buff sort of Nyx has had, this sort of lane setup, it's going to be something that teams have to watch out for. Duracho, is he going to die from the Shadow Dance? He is. Chris has got enough damage to pump out, take him out through the ult. It doesn't stop it from EG.
They're looking for more. Now they're stunned.
I mean, Quinn's watching, but I don't know if he wants to reveal himself. He's going to show himself in a 10 for Panda, but the Static Storm's down. Quinn, he's going to get stuck in the ultimate. Matthew and Wisper, they run down Tofu. Quinn is dead.
This is out of control.
This is crazy.
60-2. Power also mid.
Two more fights like this. I mean, EG, they might even be able to force out a quicker GG than Gaimin Gladiators were able to of them in the first game. This is getting fast.
There's no space. Duracho just getting hunted. We see Quinn, he tries to get involved. He's got the Ion Shell, but the mech, I mean, Wisper, he is so damn farmed. You see Panda, he's almost dropping down. Boom, mech heal. Yeah, and then the Picasso's
just drops the Static Storm, knows that as soon as Quinn comes out of the tricks of the trade, he's got nothing to do. He's caught in the sun.
Ace already. Matthew, Ion Shell. It's another one. They are cruising.
Yeah, they just really hit the spot here with this lineup. A very fitting draft for how EG want to be able to play. Everything is just, it's working perfectly.
I mean, they played their lanes infinitely better across the board, right? All 3 lanes looked excellent.
Tofu. He's looking pretty dead here.
Sure is.
They can just run at heroes now, EG, and it doesn't matter which one it is.
Oh, and they have Greaves already. Wisper, he is absolutely massive, and there's just no damage really on the side of Gaimin Gladiators. The supports, they don't provide that damage this time around. It's got to come from the cores, but the cores, it's got to come from items on these cores. It's a Ricky, it's a Slark, it's a Doom. It takes time for them to be able to actually apply that damage, and time, it's not being given. Yeah. We see now, I mean, Quinn, he's pretty much the same net worth as this Nyx Assassin. Yeah, similar to how Chris had last game.
And yeah, at the same though, even at a level where Matthew was behind, you see how much this Nyx Assassin does. Yeah. This hero's in a fantastic spot right now. The combo's just so much damage. It only gets even greater when he starts to get points in the Mind Flare. It's a huge amount of burst.
And they have so much Wombo combo.
Jump there for Celery. Quinn is going to try and help out, but now they're both caught in the Static Storm.
Oh, baby. It's beautiful.
Celery's gone. Quinn, he'll be able to jump down to the safety of Tofu. I mean, Matthew's got the Vendetta up. They get the glimpse back. Won't be able to dodge it with the tricks of the trade, but Matthew's in for the Vendetta hit. Quinn is caught in the wall. He's gone. Picard's diving in. Tofu dead. I mean, this is just insane. Just how much this has turned on his head from game 1, Fog. I don't think many people were expecting to see this in game 2.
Look at this beautiful connection. They have such good spells that synergize with each other. Gaimin Gladiators, they don't even know. It feels like they don't even know what's hitting them.
How do they recover?
They just have to farm. Honestly, you can't take fights anymore. On gaming, you have to just split up the map somehow. But EG, they have some of the best heroes to hunt these type of opportunities if gaming tries to go for it. They have Glimpse, they have Nyx, who's constantly invis. They have Surge to move around the map quickly, and they're already set up for Wisdom Rune. They're prepped in case anybody makes their way over here. They should be able to claim both of them.
I don't think Gaimin Gladiators dare step onto this point. They're not going to try and get this Wisdom Rune. They've just got to try and find these sort of sneaky parts of the map to farm. And Duracho, of course, deep on the enemy half of the map in the area that nobody really checks.
The Wish
trying to get some sort of first item.
Maze Slayer is going to be strong versus this Darkseer versus Lesh and stuff like that, but everything's going to be coming out so late. Because is absolutely enormous.
This Bloodseeker, look at him.
He's got S&Y.
S&Y Maelstrom, 14 minutes in. You'll sort of be hard-pressed to see another game where Bloodseeker's getting it this quick in this tournament.
Tofu, he's going down. They're just hunting him at this point. And Gaimin, yeah, they just have to farm everywhere, and they literally can never fight. They can't fight for another...
You can't even show on a wave.
No, they cannot fight until there's going to be at least a diffusal coming out from the Riki, it feels like. And even then, I think it's going to be too overwhelming. Yeah, Matthew, again, just instantly hunting Vendetta, looking for the next target.
Tower is under attack.
I mean, the fact that there's a Bloodseeker in this game and he's this fun, it just causes so many issues because Gaimin Gladiators, any sort of kill they go for, they're going to be taking damage on even if they bring EG one of these heroes down, right? So every single time, this Bloodseeker is just going to be able to sweep in and clean up without any sort of issue, any sort of answer from Gaimin Gladiators.
Look at Matthew already looking for the next
He does
kill.
need a +1.
Celery's here, so he can bail out Ace. But let's see if it's going to be in time.
That's the setup. Glimpse will be there, but Celery, indeed.
Oh,
Relocate out.
Static Storm used. I don't know if they can set up on it, though, on the side of gaming. I think they might just have to ditch the IO and set up for a Heather play for him.
He's able to get back to Tofu.
Okay.
So good avoidance there of the plays from EG, trying to make something happen. A little too close to the base.
But immediately they see Quinn in the mid lane. Matthew, he's going to start running at him. The whole team converging.
I mean, what does Picard go for next? He's sort of got all his options open, right, with how quickly he's getting these items online.
Dire's top
Good question.
What do you think he wants to enjoy?
It's BKB Basher if he wants to do just a standard kind of build. And immediately they still have a ward up here too, so they see Tofu, they see Celery. Tofu.
They can barely step out of the base now, Gaimin Gladiators.
Everyone just getting ran down. They have such a good lineup to punish this type of greed, and it's absolutely working. 2-23. Duracho has literally played the bottom side of the map to try to catch up this whole time, and yeah, they just need to wait until it's some type of item timing. Maybe double defusal, the blink on the Doom, then they can start maybe finding something, but with the way that EG's playing together, I don't think they can take head-on fights by any means. Vacuum plays with the stuns, Vacuum play with Static Storm, with Chris Luck, who's also just been farming Bloodstone. He's huge. Looks like Roche, it's going to be the next thing on the menu.
Not a chance for Gaimin Gladiators to have a say about this Roche.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Can they
attack.
somehow recover this? Feels pretty unlikely. But they are soon to be getting at least one item timing on gaming, but you said AG dictating the pace, constantly hunting. Instant gate down toward bottom. Wonder if they're going to place a ward on this bottom side, because honestly, Duracho's been farming way too much now. He's getting more than he should be in this bottom side of the map. With the way the game state is, of course.
We have here defusal on Quinn.
Okay, let's see if they can find anyone split up here. Chris?
He's looking pretty alone.
He's looking pretty dead.
Dire's bottom tower is under
There
attack.
won't be any saving him.
Whisper? Greaves?
Wait.
He's actually there?
Wait, what?
He's got pipe.
Quinn's still going for the kill. That's done. Okay, they at least kill Chris. See if they lose anything in return. Gaimin Gladiators. Celery trying to run. Panda's got the Static Storm. They've got the vision on Quinn. Won't quite be able to set him up back into the ultimate, but he's caught in the wall. Try his best with the Dukes. Nice dodge of the stun.
Dust wearing off soon. Do they have another one?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Got a sentry.
Sentry's down. Quinn, has he got anywhere else to jump? Stick charges. Another sentry. He's out to the side to get the vision with the glimpse. Thunderstrike again. Quinn He'll be going down.
Radiant's top
Tries his
tower
best to
is
run,
under
but there's
attack.
just so much chase and catch here from EG that it's not possible.
They honestly almost saved Chris. Wisper almost coming in clutch with the pipe greaves. 3 to 25.
Look how much money Picard's has got. 3,500 gold.
He had Basher queued up. He's like, nah, I just want to go Gleipnir.
he really could have some fun here. Go for something nice and aggressive. At the moment, he's got that Gleipnir queued up.
How's Dyrachyo doing? Dyrachyo almost has 2 items finished.
Is under attack.
He hasn't been able to bring his courier out here because he's just playing on this sneaky part of the map. And Matthew
Can he solo this?
probably needs a +1. He doesn't have Ion Shell on him.
Is under attack.
And the +1's coming in.
+2.
+2.
Dyrachyo, he's out of mana.
Out of mana.
See you later.
Dire's
That
bottom
vendetta.
tower is under attack. Dire's
Not a lot you can do.
fortified.
Not a lot you can do as a slot when you have that much amount taken away from you.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
All about farm for gaming. Just
Dire's
split
middle
push
tower
farm
is
until you feel like you can actually take a head-on fight.
Dire's
EG, they still have
middle
2.5
tower
minutes on this
has
Aegis, 4k gold on Pakaz. I think it's time to set up for like the Tormentor and steal that away from Gaimin Gladiators as well too, and play around this bottom side. Or the far right side, I guess you could say.
I mean, I'm very intrigued to see what he's thinking of here, Picard.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I mean, because
I think he's only thinking this Gleipnir because he doesn't have like inventory. He has Windlace he can replace, but I mean, whatever. The world is
it really. I mean, he doesn't have to go Gleipnir.
No, he doesn't need to. Blink now finished on Matthew. More ways to hunt, more ways to get the combo with
Radiant's
the vacuum.
top tower is under
Tier
attack.
2. Tier 2 and
Dire's
Tormentor
bottom
next on the
tower
menu
is
here
under
for EG.
attack.
Yeah, perfect time. Yep, 20 minutes coming up on the clock. Tormentor
Literal
will be there.
They're pinging it already.
They can get themselves that shard.
Who gets it? The Matthew is a
Got
panda.
those two right now, yeah. Matthew and Panda. Who would you prefer on? Probably Matthew.
He gets
Matthew gets it.
Radiant's
Excellent
top
pickup
tower
here
is
on
under
the Nyx
attack.
Assassin. What to do? Amp up that damage, right?
Speed as well. The speed around the map.
Yeah.
He makes you move
Dire's
unbelievably
bottom
fast with the
tower is under
Vendetta.
And you get that hit, and then, yeah, resist it twice. Extra 17% the resist reduction.
I mean, they're going high ground. The glyph was used.
I mean, what are you going to do if you're Gaimin Gladiators? Valerie, he's getting chunked and burst under the tier 4s.
He might also get grabbed.
They see him.
Gleipnir's done. Panda looking for the glyphs.
There it is. Tofu.
Radiant's middle
Return
tower
with the
is
stolen
under
stun,
attack.
but he's caught in the kinetic field. There's no running.
Bottom tower
As
is under
Cars got like a 20 minutes. This bottom Rax is going down, and honestly, maybe even more. They have an Aegis still for a minute. AEG on Picard's.
Gaming's never going to hit their timings like this. I mean, this game is pretty much over. The Wisdom Rune is about to spawn too, but EG, they're just going to look to close out the another set of racks, force a glyph. They can pretty much go anywhere. They're still in Aegis 50 seconds.
BKB's done on Ace.
Okay, BKB done on Ace, Dyrachyo, Diffusal, Quinn. All right, this is the last timing for them to try to go for an attempt.
Dire's middle
I mean,
tower
as I
is
say,
under
Ace on his
attack.
doom.
Dire's middle
He's carried
tower
some heavy
has
games,
fallen.
but none as heavy as this one has been so far. But
mean-
this would be quite something if Ace is able to turn this game around.
Quinn is still behind the Nyx Assassin.
He's going to go straight for the Darkseer,
Okay, good target to go
but at the
for.
same time on the high ground,
Top tower is under
they're
attack.
dying because he's going to start running down Quinn and Celery.
Aegis 15 seconds. Quinn, he's going down.
He's gone. And on the back lines of it all, Ace was not able to finish off the Darkseer.
He's fine.
This is 3 dead. Caught in the static storm as well, Dyrachyo. He's out of options. They'll catch him and kill him. It's 4 dead.
And they have glyphs perhaps for another one. They don't even need it. They've
They're
got
going to get the
Gleipnir.
team wipe.
That's
It's
it.
over.
Radiant's
GG
top
is
tower
called.
is under attack.
And well, what a game too. As I said, I don't think anyone was expecting this after what we saw in game 1. EG, they're coming in game 2.
Victory.
Gaimin Gladiators have lasted a little longer. I think the first game, 18.